Hello everyone, this is Julie Tillman, and today I'm going to be making this sweet card with the March box of the month. It's got a nice spring theme with some pinks, greens, and yellows, and I am excited to work with it. So let's dive in. So today I'm going to work with the 6x8 Bloom Warrior Planted set. This little adorable girl and bunny image is just calling my name. I think that I want her shirt to be blue, and then we'll pull in some pinks and greens from the papers. But first I'm going to start with a little stamping. So I've pulled out my stamp positioner and I've already pre-cut a circle from white cardstock to stamp on. And I used the Ultimate Snow Globe shaker dies. This is the second largest in that die set. And I'm planning to color the image in alcohol markers. So I have Memento Tuxedo Black ink to stamp with. And I'm going to center here on the circle so that the grass kind of lines up with the lower edges. It's okay if it goes off a little bit. I just want those edges to like completely meet the circle edges, so we don't have any blank space in our grass. So I'm going to give her a couple stampings here because I like a nice black image. And it looks like I just need a little more pressure there on her hair, and then it will be perfect. I'm going to be doing a little ink blending around the colored image, so I am cutting a mask with that same circle die using a full stick sticky note. You could just use masking paper or some copy paper that's lightly secured with repositionable tape. When I'm lining that up, I'm just most concerned with that bottom section. I want the bottom section to be full because the upper parts of the circle are going to be cut off on the mask. So even though my sticky note doesn't cover the whole image, as long as that bottom portion is cut, then I am just golden. So now I still have that stamp in the stamp positioner. So I'm going to stamp it on my mask, and then off camera, I will fussy cut that and place it down. So I've pulled out some of my Distress Oxides and some blending tools. I'm going to be doing a late afternoon, early evening sunset with yellow, orange, and pink. So I'm going to start with Scattered Straw and just doing a light coating there from the bottom of the grass up. And then I'm going to go in with the Dried Marigold. And I'm going to start just a little bit above that line because I want my darkest part of the orange to be up by the pink. So I'm going to blend down. Just be careful around your mats so they don't peel up like mine did. But even if you get some ink on your image, you can always fix it. Now I'm going back in with the saltwater taffy at the top of the image, and I'm starting from the top, and I'm going to blend that down into the orange and kind of over those little hearts. And I'm just going to be fiddling with that, trying to keep that bunny's ear white because I would like a white bunny, but it looks like I just got some ink there, so I'm going to have to fix it. No worries. That's what crafting is all about. So now I had intended to show you my coloring, but something went wrong with my camera, so it didn't record. But so I have done some simple blending here. I haven't done the skin yet or finished the highlights, but I wanted to show you that I had I tried to erase a little bit of that ink off of the ear, and I got some extra. So I am going to just go in and fix that with putting the mat back on and then going over with the Dried Marigold. And we will keep that nice sky around it. So I'm going to go in and do some little wispies. I like white pen gel wispies for fur, and I go in with the wispies and then I kind of blot them off with my finger to give it a little softness so it's not like stark white. And then I'll go in and put some accents that I don't blot too much. And I think that gives a nice little soft fur look to it. And to fix that part where I had gone over the ear, I just went in a little darker with the ears, but that white gel pen kind of lifts off some of that. So I think it still reads as white. So now I'm going in with some Stardust jelly pens to highlight those hearts, and I'm going to add a little yellow into her hair. It just gives a little bit of shimmer. In real life, you can't really see it too much on the video, but it just adds just a little bit of definition and a little something to it. And I'm also going to go in to the heart flower and the orange flower. So now we're moving on to our sentiment, and I want to use one of those sweet sentiments in the 6x6 set, and I want something that is soft and not like a stark white to go with my blended sky. So I am just going in with that saltwater taffy and dried marigold and blending a little piece on a piece of white cardstock and just blending that in. And then I'm going to place my stamp in my stamp positioner and stamp the Sending Hugs sentiment in the, I kind of want it more towards, I want it where the colors meet, but more towards pink than orange. So I've kind of placed it there, and I made sure there's a little border around it. So when I use my circle punch, I can have a nice border. And everything looks like the sky. So I have pre-punched I pre-cut a circle mat and picked my papers there. And now I am just going to heat set this ink. I used VersaFine Clair, and it was still a little bit shiny. And when it's still shiny, it's wet. So I wanted to make sure that I got that dry before I punched it so I wouldn't smear it. And I'm just going to go in with just a little bit more of that saltwater taffy ink just at the top. And I'm trying to stay away from the inked areas because I don't want to take a chance on smearing it. And so I have some pumice stone circle mats, and I'm just going to do a little cleanup here, and then we're going to move on to assembling the card. I have an A2 card base of pumice stone, and then my background panel is a wood grain from that Hoppy Little Moments paper pad. I just love this little wood grain with the like pink and yellow flowers. It's so pretty. So I'm just going to mat that onto the card base, and then I cut a mat with the larger of the circle dies from that snow globe ultimate snow globe shaker die set, and I'm just going to mat my colored and blended circle on there, and use a little extra liquid adhesive because I didn't get my tape runner to the edges of the circle. So I want to make sure everything lays down really flat. And so I'm just going to stick that down and burnish it. And I just really love this scene. It's so cute. So once I get that good and burnished, I think I want it right about there. And then I'm going to mat that little sentiment circle that I punched out. I die cut a mat for it as well, and I am going to adhere that right above her head, kind of to the left top of the circle. And I like how it just kind of blends in with the background, the sky. So I'm going to add that to the card base now, and I will add that little sentiment. And this is a really sweet layout. It's simple, but I love how that image just takes center stage. I decided to pop up that sentiment on some 1mm foam just so it gives it a little bit of dimension and interest and stands out. And then I'm going to move on to the last little accents on the card. A card of mine it just never seems to be finished if I don't have some sort of glossy accents or stardust stickles. So I'm going to add some stardust tickles to that cute little fluffy cottontail. And then I'm going to pull out those jelly roll pens again and give a little highlight to the hearts and the swirls on the sentiment piece, as well as just go back over those earlier ones just to darken them up. And then off screen, because I can't find my glossy accents, I did add some glossy accents to those hearts. So there is the finished card. Thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to check out the store for all the new March products. It is just an adorable release, and you'll definitely enjoy stamping with it. All the links will be in the description box below. And thank you for being here, and I'll catch you on the next one.